This is The Matrix Hour with John Matrix. Pop culture, news, and reviews. Buckle up for the ride. Here is John Matrix.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Matrix Hour podcast. I'm joined by my lovely wife and my dog, who is actually sitting on her lap right now. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Okay. So, what is on the agenda today? We finished Westworld. I did anyway. This is your second time going through it, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And season 3 was weird. I found it to be very, very different than season 2. It was almost more futuristic and almost more Terminator 2 in a way. Did you kind of get that feel about it?
Yeah.
There was one particular thing where Caleb, the guy, was addressed as sir, and he was like, why do they keep calling me sir? And Dolores is like, every resistance needs a leader. And so she was like the Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2, and Caleb was like John Connor. But in the end, it was just so different than the other seasons. And now we're going to be going into season 4 next season, and I guess it's going to be all out war.
Yes. On season 3, I'm kind of disappointed where they, kill off, William.
Well, technically Williams is there, but it's a copy of him.
Yes, but like in the first 2 seasons, it seems like he refused to die,
He got shot up so many times. He's an old man. Yeah, and he won't die. But now his copy's going to be there like hell. Hell was actually killed off, remember?
Yeah, but don't you think that, like at the end of season 3, William, he's like want to save the world. I mean, he is going through like redemption or something.
Yeah, him saving the world.
I mean, he confessed what he did,
Yeah, him saving the world angle. I just never saw William doing that.
No, but he is the one who want to expand the Westworld, and he's is involved in the immortality project.
Yeah.
Of the Westworld, and he pretty much can you really cannot see the difference between reality and fantasy.
Yeah, because he's been playing the game for 30 years or something. Yeah. And I mean, this is a man that killed his own daughter because he couldn't tell the difference between what was real as far as like people versus the host. And really the last couple of seasons, it does get confusing on, especially season 3, like who is really real.
Yeah.
Caleb, I didn't understand him, and Caleb still kind of popped out of nowhere in season 3. It's confusing. I may actually go back and watch all 3 seasons again. It's actually pretty easy to get through all those seasons because there's only 10 episodes each season, at least the first 2 seasons, and for the most part, they're only an hour long. Season 3 was only 8 episodes. So it is confusing, but I'm wondering what angle they're going to go with now, because spoiler alert, Dolores is dead now too.
Well, she can bring back to life, maybe.
Yeah, she can be brought back to life, but it looks like Maeve is going to be the focus.
Do you think who is more... Do you think... Well, okay. What do you think of Dolores, Shrek, and Will?
Dolores, I get. Serac, another guy that just kind of popped out of nowhere.
Well, he is behind all the
Yeah.
Westworld. You know, he wants to save the world, but he did it in a way that he trusts the machine more than people to save the world, to
Yeah.
put the world in order and, you know, balance.
He didn't want humans to really make their own path.
Well, because he lived in chaos. I mean, his world was destroyed when he was young,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And so he like has been through war and stuff.
Yeah. That's true.
And then Man in Black, which is Willem, he wants to live forever, and
Well, I
It
guess
seems like he wants
I guess you could say he's kind of living forever now.
no, it seems like he wants to be his own god or something like that.
Yeah.
And he wants to be in control.
He was a very, very complicated character. When you actually, because season 1, you don't really know who he is until later on in the season.
Yeah, he pretended to be a nice guy, and then, you know.
I don't know. I think he had good intentions at first, but
He goes into too deep.
yeah, he goes in too deep, and his feelings about Dolores really kind of complicated, because once he figured out that she can be wiped out and just reboot it, yes, he knew her feelings were not real.
I think William wants to be free because he thinks he's not free until he, you know, achieve, you know, living forever. Then he can
Yeah.
be free and to do what he wants.
I guess that was the goal
That
of
was,
Ford also,
yeah.
was to kind of live forever, but in a different type of way. And Ford is dead now, but he was in control of season 2. Even season 2. Even though he died, it was weird. And now you're gonna have William playing a role in season 4, but he's dead. Hale's gonna play a role, but she's dead. I'm talking about the human versions of themselves are dead. The host copies of them are around now.
Yes, but I just don't think William should be dead, you know.
Well, he's dead because
Because he confessed his sin and want to do the right thing now, save the world, you know, and not let AI, you know, take over the world. And to me, it seems like the series is kind of, you know, about him being from, you know, not seeing what is real, and now at the end of season 3, he knows what he did wrong, and
but I don't know if he could ever be redeemed. I don't think, because now the bad part of him was created into a host, and that host is going to be taken over. He can't be redeemed. He died. So say he wanted to save the world, but he was part of the problem.
yeah, that's true, but I wish he, you know,
You wish he was alive. You were shocked when his throat got slit. He's dead. He's gonna bleed out. He's gonna bleed out. I was still wondering also when Hale's copy, I was thinking, is that Teddy? It's not Teddy. It's a copy, but Dolores was in control. It was kind of vague. Was that Dolores in Hale's body controlling her, or it's very complicated?
Do you think that Dolores, did the right thing or not? I mean, she wants people, to be free, but then there's, chaos,
It was weird because you didn't know who was doing the right thing. Was it Dolores or was it Maeve? Who was doing the right thing? But I guess when it came down to it, they both wanted themselves to survive, but in different ways. I was thinking that
no, if she wants to, free everyone from, the
Rohabadan,
yes,
whatever it is,
and the machine controlling like people's fate.
Yeah.
But then like it seems like she doesn't take responsibility of, people dying, killing themselves,
You know what's interesting about that? If we brought that to reality, we have these AIs already, and it could be interesting, if they get more intelligent, where that could actually lead. I mean, imagine where we'll be in 100 years with AIs.
I think in reality, if it will be a long, long time where AI will have, free will, to think for themselves.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting to the point now where technology...
For now, it's impossible, but,
I wouldn't say it's impossible. I mean, you already have self-driving cars out there. AIs like... what's going on in Westworld, the host, I believe that's a real possibility.
Yeah,
in the
but
future.
it would take a long, long time. For now,
probably not in our lifetimes to get that to that level, but maybe like in grandkids' lifetime, it could be a reality. It really could.
But do you think they will be more creative than us, or
definitely more creative? I mean,
do you think?
You talking about AIs? It's possible, man. I mean, computers. Look at like Alexa or a Siri. You ask them a question, they can come up with the answer pretty quick. They can find out information very fast because that's the way humans have programmed them.
Yeah,
and we're super reliant on them.
Talking about like creativity, like create a movie, like for a script.
I don't think it's gonna get. Well, I wouldn't be surprised in 700 years, but to have that kind of a mindset, that's the human element right there. I believe creating that. You need to be a human right now to have that creative. But to make a script, write a book, I don't know if I wouldn't want to see an AI do that to get that kind of creative. You know what? Let me just sit down and I want to write a kid's book. Come up with the story and everything like that. That's freaky right there.
That is.
That's very, very freaky because that really does take the human out of it. Everything right now with computers still, the computer's programmed to do what we tell them to do. But if you give a computer 100% free will to do things, that's kind of scary right there, because it can end up making the same mistakes that we do. That's kind of what happened in Westworld too,
Well, Ford is trying to let AI decide,
Yeah.
And that's why,
that's what season 2 was really about.
Yeah.
Letting them decide.
Yeah, that's why like.
But it was really false hope in the end.
Yeah, because Dolores killed Ford.
Well, but not only that, they were trying to get all these hosts with an awakening. Hey, we got a new world we can go to, and that new world was false.
Yeah.
Everybody that went through that portal, in reality, they just jumped off a cliff, and they died.
Yeah.
But they didn't see it that way. But it's just interesting, trying to relate that to the real world now. I mean, it's kind of like the Matrix also. Humans are kind of like the AI in a way in the Matrix. When you're in the Matrix, you're thinking that world is reality, but you find out that's just a simulation. It's not the real world. This is the real world. And it kind of makes you think, we're sitting here in this room right now recording. We can feel things, we can touch things, we can eat food, we can smell stuff. But what if we just wake up one day and bam? Wait a minute, you mean tell me that was just a simulation? Scary. Very scary to think of that. But I think we're sitting in right now. I believe this is the real world. I'm just talking about, we can end up having that simulation to where we can implant memories and stuff like that. That's what Total Recall was about. Remember the 1990 movie Arnold Schwarzenegger, Total Recall, about implanting vacations. You can do whatever you want to do. Westworld is kind of like that, but Westworld was happening in the real world. You can go out there. You want to go out and kill people, you can just go out there and shoot up hosts.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's where technology is going. Implanting realities, I wouldn't want to do that, to my mind. Would you want to do that? Like, let's say, for example, hey, you know what? Let's go on a vacation. We can go on a cruise, or we can go on a cruise to the Pacific Ocean, hit up Asia. But you can do it from the comfort of your own home by taking a pill. And that pill just implants memories into you. And they're just real. They're as real as you actually going somewhere, but you don't have to spend that kind of money. That's scary.
No, I think I want the real thing.
Yeah, I would want the real thing too. I really would.
I mean, it's also like...
But the thing is, if you're in a Westworld scenario, you can get confused on what's reality.
Yeah. And one more thing, like, in the Westworld where, like, the host, serve you, like, being a waitress.
Yeah,
waiter. I want to ask you if, on the... one of the article in futurism.com where like McDonald's already like trying to have a robot to serve, order things.
Well, you kind of got that already. Self-serving kiosks.
Yeah, but do you want a robot to serve you, or do you want a real person to
I would rather have a real person. I mean, I don't want technology to go that far.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't want that to go that far. But that's just really, really... These TV shows we enjoy them right now. But it's possible, that these things could be a reality. I mean, like, we love Knight Rider. Kit, awesome, love the car.
Yeah.
Kit could be a reality in the not too distant future. I mean, they're already testing self-driving cars already. We know that the technology, AI with like Siri, Alexa, you can talk to them and have almost regular conversations like you could with Kit in the 1980s in Knight Rider. And that's only little over 30 something years ago.
Yeah, the problem with if they turn bad, that will be very destructive.
Yeah, that's what happened with Skynet and Terminator. It became self-aware and viewed humans as a threat. So when technology turns against humans, that's when everything can go wrong.
Yeah.
And by the way, Matrix 4 trailer drops tomorrow, the teaser. I don't know who was actually waiting on Matrix 4. It's been 18 years since the last movie. So, guess it's going to be a new awakening.
Yeah, is it a TV show?
No. It's going to be a movie. The Matrix 4. I guess that's just what they're calling it now. I don't know. I guess we'll find out the actual title tomorrow. We'll find out. But Matrix, the last Matrix movie I didn't really like. I don't know how to feel about this one. I'm not really that interested. Are you? I'll watch it probably, but I'm not excited for it. I'm really not. But I am excited for Westworld Season 4. Now, Season 3, I did not like as much as Season 2. Season 3 was the weakest to me, probably because it was so different. And
I do like Season 3.
I know you do. I do. I mean, I like it, but it's just so, it's in such a different direction. And my brother told me that too when I talked to him. He's like, yeah, it's just different. So, but any other final words before we wrap up this podcast here? This is a lot of fun talking
about the lost symbol.
Oh, the lost symbol. Yeah, that's the Dan Brown
yeah, it will
book.
be on Peacock.
It's gonna be on Peacock. Yeah, when does that come out?
I don't know. It's like
we just found out about the trailer, but the trailer had been out for like 3 months.
Yeah, but it's coming like some around this year, I think.
We gotta look it up and see. But I checked out the trailer. The trailer looks good. I've actually read all the books. I have the Lost Symbol, but I didn't read it, so I really can't compare that trailer to the book. Now the other ones. The other movies, when with Tom Hanks, I can compare those to the book. When it comes to Da Vinci Code, the movie was very close to the book. And then Angels and Demons, pretty close to the book as well. Now, Lost Symbol, I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's going to be on Peacock TV. We actually have Peacock. So that was probably why there wasn't a lot of buzz behind that. Maybe because it wasn't a movie and it's on Peacock. But you want to see it? Did you read the book?
Yes.
I think you read the book, right?
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, that book came out 7 years ago or something. It's been a while. I mean, I started reading it, but I never finished it. I think I only got like 20 pages in. So... But I like Dan Brown. Dan Brown's books are good. I don't know if he's involved with this show. Hopefully he's involved with it because it'll actually keep it, pretty close to the source material. Because we know how Hollywood is. They'll take a lot of leeway and just start, getting rid of stuff and changing stuff, We need to find a new show to watch right now because Westworld's done.
Yeah.
But you're watching Green Lantern, though.
Yeah, the animated series, I just finished it.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, it was good.
It's only one season?
Yeah, on HBO Max.
Okay.
It has like 26 episodes and the episode is not long, so but it's way better than the movie. The movie
I never saw the Green Lantern movie.
Well,
Ryan Reynolds, that was like mid-2000s. I never saw it.
Yeah. Well, I just saw half of it and I got tired.
Yeah.
So, but the anime series is good. It obviously talk about the Green Lantern, and his team in the corps, the Green Lantern Corps. And what I really like the series is that they fight against first is the Red Lantern Corps, the leader.
See, I don't know anything about this guy, so
well, they want to destroy all the universe.
Right.
And
of course, good guys, bad guys kind of thing,
Yeah, and then they trying to stop it.
Yeah.
And then they are trying to stop the Manhunter. They are the one.
Martian Manhunter.
I don't know what's it called.
I think because I know Martian Manhunter is in DC. So.
Well, anyway, they are the ones that want to eliminate like all the emotions. You know.
Yeah. I never could get into Green Lantern. Not my thing. So I don't know. But I think that's gonna wrap up this show. A lot of fun talking about how AI in the real world, is coming. Lost Symbol, I'm going to check that out, definitely. Green Lantern cartoon, can't get into it. Just can't get into it.
Yeah, but they have another, like, series coming out. I think, like, at the end of this year or early 2002.
For another Green Lantern season? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, all right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us on this episode here. Our little dog has been very, very quiet. She has nothing to say on this episode. Me and my wife want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Matrix Hour podcast. You guys be safe. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you for listening to The Matrix Hour with John Matrix. Join us next time for pop culture, news, and reviews.